Welcome to C.Tube, where ancient Chinese strategy meets modern life. Through timeless tales of power, wisdom, and intrigue, we decode the art of decision-making, self-awareness, and navigating the complexities of career and life. Let history be your greatest teacher. In today's story, we journey back to the founding years of the Tang dynasty, where a man on the brink of execution was given a second chance by someone who saw what others missed. More than just a tale of war and power, this is a story about vision, judgment, and the rare ability to recognize greatness before the world does. Let's step into the moment and see what it reveals about how true leadership begins with insight. Part 1. A young boy with grand aspirations. Even as a child, Li Jing harbored extraordinary ambition. He often declared, "If I were born in the right time and served a wise ruler, I would surely achieve greatness." Gifted in both scholarship and military strategy, he spent countless nights in deep discussion with his uncle, Han Qinhu, a famed general of the Sui dynasty. Han once remarked, "Among all the people under heaven, only Li Jing can truly discuss the art of war with me." Legend has it that in his early years, when Li Jing was still struggling to find his place in the world, he passed by a temple on Mount Hua and earnestly prayed to the gods, asking what official rank he might one day attain. As he walked away, he suddenly heard a voice call out, "Farewell, Minister Li." Startled, he turned back only to find no one there. Strangely enough, many years later, he would indeed rise to the high office of Pushi, equivalent to Minister of State, under the Tang dynasty. Part 2. From condemned man to rising star. At the time, the Sui dynasty was crumbling under the weight of its tyranny, and rebellions were breaking out across the empire. Li Jing, then serving in the Sui government, submitted a bold memorial warning that Li Yuan, the future founder of the Tang, would inevitably rise in revolt. His advice was ignored, but it made Li Yuan uneasy. Later, when Li Yuan did raise an army and capture the capital Chang'an, he remembered the warning. Li Jing was arrested and brought before him, and Li Yuan, still bearing a grudge, ordered his execution. But Li Jing cried out, "Wait! If you kill me now, you will surely regret it." Intrigued, Li Yuan paused. "You've fallen into my hands. What could you possibly have to say in your defense?" "You've risen to pacify the realm," Li Jing replied. "But instead of pursuing great deeds, you're using this moment to settle personal scores and kill a man of talent. That's a shame for you." Li Shimin, Li Yuan's son and future Emperor Taizong, was impressed. Stepping forward, he spoke up, "Father, this man must not be killed." "And why not?" Li Yuan asked. "He is a pillar of the state, destined for great achievements," said Li Shimin. "He has a commanding presence, remarkable looks, and speaks with uncommon insight. To kill him would be a terrible loss." Reluctantly, Li Yuan agreed. He not only spared Li Jing, but entrusted him with military command. Part 3. A general's triumph and a father's pride. Li Jing quickly proved his worth, devising brilliant strategies and earning victories on the battlefield. In the early years of Emperor Taizong's reign, he led a campaign against the powerful Eastern Turks and captured their leader, Ilig Khagan, alive. When the captured Khagan was brought to the capital, the retired Emperor Li Yuan sighed with satisfaction. Back when Emperor Gaozu of Han was trapped by the Xiongnu at Baideng, that humiliation went unavenged. Now my son has conquered the Turks. My imperial legacy is truly in the right hands. What more could I ask for? In celebration, he gathered his ministers at the hall of Lingyan Pavilion for a grand feast. Li Yuan personally played the pipa, and Emperor Taizong danced with joy. It was a moment of pure triumph, a fitting tribute to the man whose life had once hung by a thread, General Li Jing. Now, let's break it down into the key takeaways you won't want to forget. Many people believe in the saying, "Don't judge a book by its cover," but this wisdom is often misunderstood. It's true that a person's character or talent has nothing to do with physical beauty. History offers plenty of examples. Cao Cao, one of the greatest strategists of his time, was short and unimposing in appearance. When foreign envoys from the Xiongnu visited, he even had someone impersonate him to project authority. Pang Tong, who was ranked alongside Zhuge Liang as one of the brightest minds of the Three Kingdoms era, was said to hold the key to ruling the realm. But Sun Quan disliked his appearance. His features were said to be quite peculiar and dismissed him. Even Liu Bei only assigned him to a minor position at first because of how he looked. In the Qing dynasty, Liu Yong, known as Liu the Hunchback, failed to pass the imperial exam for the highest rank, despite submitting a flawless essay simply because of his physical appearance. However, judging a person by their outward qualities isn't always wrong. It depends on what you're really observing. The key lies in how we define the word appearance. It can refer to superficial beauty, but it can also mean outward traits, expressions, demeanor, gestures, and speech. True perception is not about being swayed by beauty, but about noticing the subtle cues that reflect a person's inner world. For instance, someone who is open and honest tends to have a steady gaze. Those with guilty consciences often avert their eyes. A person with calm and composed movements usually has a cultivated mind, while twitchy or vulgar behavior often signals a lack of depth. External behavior often mirrors internal character, if we know what to look for. Emperor Taizong of the Tang dynasty was widely praised for his ability to recognize talent. When he first met Li Jing, then a prisoner sentenced to death, he changed his father Li Yuan's mind after a brief conversation. That moment of insight saved the life of a man who would later go on to become one of the dynasty's greatest generals. Taizong's keen judgment paid off handsomely. Han Xin of the Han dynasty experienced something similar. When he first joined Liu Bang's forces, he made a mistake and was sentenced to death. As he was being taken to the execution ground, he shouted, "Does the king of Han truly wish to conquer the world? Why kill a warrior like me?" The execution officer, Xiao Hu Ying, noticed his extraordinary bearing and spared him, leading to the legendary episode of Prime Minister Xiao He chasing Han Xin under the moonlight. Had Xiao Hu Ying not recognized that spark of greatness, history might have been very different. Even Guo Zi, the great Tang general, narrowly escaped death when he was just a low-ranking soldier. The poet Li Bai happened to see him and declared, "This man is no ordinary person, he must not be executed." Thanks to that, Guo Zi lived on to become a national hero. Li Bai, though not acquainted with him, judged him by presence and energy, not physical beauty, and was right. Ultimately, character and talent often manifest outwardly. Observation alone may not reveal everything, but it's a powerful tool if you have the wisdom to use it well. The art of judging people begins with the art of truly seeing. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into history and insight, don't forget to subscribe for more stories that reveal the wisdom behind the ages.